The origins of the show lie in the emergence of progressive groups and independent exhibitions in the early 20th century, which challenged the aesthetic ideals and authority of the National Academy of Design. On December 14, 1911, an early meeting of what would become the Association of American Painters and Sculptors, APS, was organized, for artists met to discuss the contemporary art scene in the United States. The meeting included Henry Fitch Taylor, Jerome Myers, Elmer Livingston McCrae, and Walt Kuhn. In January 1912, Walt Kuhn, Walter Patch, and Arthur B. Davies joined with some 24 of their colleagues to reinforce a professional coalition, APS. They intended the organization to lead the public taste in art rather than follow it. Davies served as president of APS, with Kuhn acting as secretary. The APS members spent more than a year planning their first project, the International Exhibition of Modern Art. The 69th Regiment Armory was settled on as the main site for the exhibition in the spring of 1912. Once the space had been secured, the most complicated planning task was selecting the art for the show. In September 1912, Kuhn left for an extended collecting tour through Europe. While in Paris, Kuhn met up with Patch, who knew the art scene there intimately and was friends with Marcel Duchamp and Henri Matisse.
Davies joined them there in November 1912. Together, they secured 3 paintings. That would end up being among the Armory Show's most famous and polarizing. Matisse's blue nude and red Madras headdress, and Duchamp's nude descending a staircase, No. 2. The Armory Show displayed some 1,300 paintings, sculptures, and decorative works by over 300 avant-garde European and American artists.
News reports and reviews were filled with accusations of quackery, insanity, and immorality. Former President Theodore Roosevelt declared, "That's not art." Among the scandalously radical works of art, pride of place goes to Marcel Duchamp's nude descending a staircase. Julian Street, an art critic, wrote that the work resembled an explosion in a shingle factory. The painting was purchased from the Armory Show by Frederick C. Torrey of San Francisco. The purchase of Paul Cézanne's Hill of the Poor by the Metropolitan Museum of Art signaled an integration of modernism into the established New York museums.